You've been asking about him, and today we feature him on My Big Break. He's one of our very own. Now, he would surrender his bus fare to the watchman at the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation studios so they would allow him to access the premises after the expiry of his internship. He also worked for 9 months without a salary at a radio station in Mombasa. He even had a stint serving coffee at a coffee shop in a foreign country. Now, he is one of Kenya's top investigative journalists. Here is my Big Break, the story of Mohammed Ali, also known as Jicho Pevu.
Mohammed Ali is a hard-working guy, and a lot of people don't know about myself. I went to school in Thika, primary school, went to Nakuru for the O levels, and did my diploma in journalism, TV and radio production, and later on I joined Moi University for my degree, Bachelor of Science and Communication. Just like many other Kenyans, I really hustled a lot before getting a job with KTN. First of all, by that time everybody would have gone to KBC for an attachment, so I worked there. I was attached there for 3 months, and my attachment came to an end, but I tried all I could do to make sure that I am within the compound of KBC, making sure that I do what I normally want to do, and that was journalism. So I used a lot of means to get inside. Sometimes I could go to the backyard where there was some GSU. I could talk to them and they could allow me to get inside. Sometimes I could save my fare, walk from Mbagathi to KBC. I could surrender that fare to the GSU guys who are manning the building for me to get the access. I could beg with the editors that they should spare me. I don't want money, I just want to work there for free. And after that, I think they knew my tricks and I was kicked out. Later on I got an option of going to Mombasa to work with Pwani FM, which is a sister station. I worked with Pwani FM for roughly like 9 months without salary. And every time I asked for my salary, I was told, you know, they are still looking onto your case. They are going to give you a job, so you need to relax. So I remember I worked there for 9 months without salary, and later on I gave up, and I was like, let me go out and look for a job. I went to the Middle East, worked in Saudi Arabia for like 3 years. I did perform my pilgrimage, and I came back, and I decided to write down some applications to all the media stations in Kenya. So I did that, and I remember my friend telling me, if you're not going to get the job this time round, then there's something wrong with you. So I had like 20 envelopes full of applications forms, and I went to all the stations that were there by then, and I was just crossing my fingers waiting for any one of them to call me, but it didn't happen. All of a sudden I was called to work with Radio Salam in Mombasa. I applied as a reporter, but they hired me as a producer. When I started doing investigations, I think there was a time that I felt like this is not Kenya. We are living this is not the country that I knew. Because you could witness murders, people being shot, people being hacked to death. It was during those times of Mungiki, and there was a lot of issues every now and then. If I receive a call, it's all about somebody being killed. If a cop calls me, telling me we have shot 3 criminals somewhere. If everywhere I go is all about blood, dead bodies. So like in 2000, if I'm not wrong, 2007 or 8 there, when they were flashing out to Mungiki in Kosovo, Madare, I went there, and that was my turning point. Let me call it, that was my turning point. That is when I really knew what type of a story I should be doing. A lot of journalists are looking at the 2 sides of the story. You listen to this guy and listen to the other guy, you put together the story and you give it to the public. I don't do the 2 sides of the story, I do the 3 sides of the story. Your side, my side, and then the truth. And that is what is lacking in today's media. We just look at two sides, but you can't sit down, research, analyze, and think about the truth. So when I was really affected when I saw those women being beaten, those jamas being shot, killed, hacked to death. You know, every time I go home, I could see, you know, at night I could get all these nightmares, women screaming, and others asking me, what are you going to do about it? You've witnessed it, what are you going to do about it? So that's how I changed. In fact, I think if you're not careful, you'll end up using drugs if you're covering such things, because you have a lot of stress. And then we are not safe. You don't know who is going to attack you from behind when you're walking in the city. I don't regret what I do. In my other life, I'll still want to be Mohammed Ali, Jicho Pevu. I'm here for Kenyans, and I'll go down with my country. I won't allow anybody to mess around with the good people of the Republic of Kenya. To those who think that being a journalist is an easy thing, it's not really an easy thing. It's all about hard work, dedication. You love your job, but do it. It's a passion. It's something that somebody cannot take it away from you. My big break is when I started doing investigations, and I changed the lane from the normal reporting to investigations. And I was dealing too much with the crime and investigations, and that's how I changed from Mohammed Ali to Jicho Pevu. In fact, people don't call me Mohammed Ali. If we meet on the street, they call me Jicho Pevu. Don't worry about the problems that you encounter every day. Don't keep on complaining and saying that I've been hustling for like 6 years, 7 years. I can't get a job. What should I do? Keep the fire burning. One day, Waswahili wanasema nyota yako itang'ara. Hiyo siku ikifika, you look back and say, for sure nimetoka mbali.
You know, the Swahilis have a saying, ukiona vyaelea jua vimeundwa. These things take time, patience, patience, patience. And one day, I keep saying we will have you on My Big Break. Let's